Environmental impact. Now let's put the spotlight on a crucial topic, the environmental impact of aviation. You see, the aviation industry plays a significant role in the global carbon footprint. To put it into perspective, did you know that aviation is responsible for around 2 to 3% of the world's total greenhouse gas emissions? That might not sound like a lot at first, but when you consider the vastness of our planet and the diverse sources of emissions, that's quite a sizable contribution. To break it down further, let's talk about carbon dioxide, that infamous greenhouse gas that's a major player in climate change. Currently, aviation accounts for about 2% of global CO2 emissions. And here's another eye-opener. In 2019 alone, commercial flights emitted over 915 million metric tons of CO2. That's equivalent to driving around the Earth's equator more than 23,000 times in a car. And it's not just CO2. When planes fly at high altitudes, they release other compounds like nitrogen oxides and water vapor. While these might seem harmless up there, they can lead to the formation of contrails, those white streaks you see in the sky. Contrails might look innocent, but they contribute to cloud cover, which can impact the Earth's energy balance. Now we get to the exciting part, sustainable aviation fuels. By switching to these better options, the aviation industry aims to make a substantial reduction in its environmental impact. Picture this. If sustainable aviation fuels were to replace just 10% of the world's jet fuel, it could potentially reduce aviation's carbon emissions by approximately 14%. That's like taking 4 million cars off the road for an entire year. So when we say the aviation industry is working towards making the sky cleaner and our planet happier and healthier, we mean it. It's not just about getting from point A to point B. It's about reimagining the way we fly in a way that's kinder to our environment and future generations. Biofuel sources. One of the options to decrease the environmental impact is using biofuels. What if things we usually throw away could become fuel for planes? It's like turning trash into something really important. From things like leftover food to stuff from factories, these clever processes are changing waste into treasure. It's all part of making flying better for the Earth. So while we're taking care of the sky, we're also finding ways to use materials we don't need anymore to keep planes flying. This is really fascinating as we are able to change these materials into fuel that planes can use. It's like watching magic happen as things turn from waste into something precious that helps planes fly while being good to the Earth. You see, sustainable aviation fuels, or SAFs for short, aren't just your run-of-the-mill jet fuels. SAFs are liquid fuels currently used in commercial aviation, which can reduce CO2 emissions by up to 80%. We're talking about fuels that emit way fewer of those pesky gases and particles that can dirty up our precious air. SAFs are brewed from renewable sources like biomass, algae, and even waste oils. The magic lies in their production process. These sources go through some serious transformations like hydroprocessing or fermentation to become the clean, efficient fuels that power our planes. Now here's the best part. When these SAFs are burned in airplane engines, they release significantly fewer of those harmful emissions that contribute to air pollution and climate change. We're talking about carbon dioxide, sulfur oxides, nitrogen oxides, all those not-so-friendly compounds that can make our skies a bit less blue. We estimate that SAF could contribute around 65% of the reduction in emissions needed by aviation to reach net zero in 2050. This will require a massive increase in production in order to meet demand. The largest acceleration is expected in the 2030s as policy support becomes global. SAF becomes competitive with fossil kerosene and credible offsets become scarcer. In 2022, SAF production tripled to 300 million liters from 100 million liters in 2021. So the future looks bright. Economics and investment. Besides helping the environment, these better fuels can also make money sense. Imagine you have some coins and you use them to buy seeds for a garden. As the plants grow, you get more seeds and even some yummy fruits. That's like what happens with these fuels. When we invest in making them, they can turn into more value over time. As technology gets better and more people use these fuels, they become not only good for nature, but also a smart choice for our wallets. Adoption and safety. Making sure we use and handle sustainable fuels safely is important. Every part of the process from making the fuels to getting them where they need to go is carefully thought out to make sure everything goes smoothly. The industry will follow a well-thought-out map to a cleaner future in the sky. As the world wakes up to the urgent need for cleaner skies and a healthier planet, airlines are revving up their engines to adopt sustainable aviation fuels. These fuels are the golden ticket to drastically cutting down greenhouse gas emissions and giving Mother Earth a breather. But we're not leaving safety behind in the clouds. Oh no, not at all. From production to delivery to engine combustion, every step is strictly designed to ensure that these fuels are as safe as they are sustainable. Think about it. The aviation industry isn't one to cut corners when it comes to safety. The same goes for sustainable aviation fuels. We're talking rigorous testing, strict quality control, and a whole lot of scientific scrutiny to ensure that these fuels are up to the task of propelling our planes without a hitch. So whether you're a safety-conscious traveler or just a curious mind, rest assured that the aviation industry is all about making this transition responsibly. We're not just flipping a switch, we're creating a new era of air travel that's as safe as it is eco-friendly. Government policies. Governments are thinking of ways to increase the use of SAFs. It is highly required that governments develop policies that efficiently accelerate the commercial production and deployment of SAF. Positive, supply-side incentives are the most effective policy tool and involve the allocation of public funds. Positive policies reduce project risk, decreases the opportunity cost of producing SAF, and thereby fosters a more compelling business case that allows organic supply and demand to develop into a sustainable market. Through the adoption of the LTAG, long-term aspirational goal, governments share the same target for aviation's decarbonization and interest in the success of SAF and need to put in place comprehensive policies and incentives for SAF. You see, making aviation more sustainable isn't a challenge any single country can conquer alone. It's a challenge that requires the collective genius and cooperation of the entire world. That's where global collaborations come in. A symphony of nations, organizations, and passionate minds united by a common goal: to make our skies cleaner and our flights more eco-friendly. For instance, the ITAK project, Initiative Towards Sustainable Kerosene for Aviation, is a remarkable example of international collaboration. It brings together multiple partners from the European Union to develop and promote sustainable aviation fuels. It's not just about creating better fuels, it's about driving change that echoes across continents. Future of air travel and climate change. As we get to the end of this video, we're taking a sneak peek into the future of how we'll travel by air and what it means for our planet. We're talking about planes that run on electricity and super advanced engines. The aviation industry is taking big steps to make flying better for the Earth. This means we'll have smaller footprints of carbon, which is like leaving less dirt behind when we walk. The dedication to cleaner flying is writing a new chapter in air travel, where sustainability and exploration come together for a brighter future. We will dive into the beauty of electric flying deeper in the next video. And there you have it, fellow aviation enthusiasts, a fascinating journey through the insides of sustainable aviation fuels. As we wrap up this adventure, remember that the skies are no longer just a destination, they're a commitment to our planet's well-being. We hope that you found this video informative. If it left you wanting more, show your support by hitting that like button and subscribing to our channel. Your support helps us grow and bring you more engaging content. We value your feedback, so feel free to leave a comment below and let us know your thoughts. Get ready for our next video in this mini-series, or we'll delve into the fascinating world of electric aviation. See you there.